Come on. No, dude.
All right, so today is the Roosevelt Island Pumpkin Celebration Day, and we're here with I Dig to Learn, Green Roosevelt Island Neighbors, and Big Reuse. So Christina, can you tell us about what the Roosevelt Island Pumpkin Day is all about?
I mean, it's a great day. We have this annually, and it was formerly known as a Smash. Now it's the Great Pumpkin Event. And what we're doing a little differently, of course, food scraps can be put into your compost bin and out of the landfill. But this year, we're celebrating pumpkins as food. We're talking soup and puree and stews, and we have this amazing meal from Beatrice Azuro's Neji restaurant. It's a beautiful, savory hand pie, pumpkin inspired. We have delicious agusi soup, which is also pumpkin made, and fonio, a super grain. So this year people are coming with their pumpkin to the determination station. Is it edible or smushy? And then they can come and get either some food or some cookies or some cake from a local baker. And the great thing that we're doing, we have a scooping station for seeds. And the Girl Scouts and the Roosevelt Island Plugging Club are going to take the seeds and also make pumpkin cakes. So stop by next weekend, which is the 11/11, at the hockey compost bins that support Big Reuse, and get a little pack of seeds to eat or a pumpkin cake for free as a symbol of what we're doing here to celebrate. And here's our friend, of course, from Big Reuse, Annalisa. Take it away.
So thank you, Christina. A big part of this year's education is really getting to understand the pumpkin as food, in addition to what we in America have adapted with Halloween. And as it is often decorated for Halloween, there are a lot of toxic paints, glues, decorations. So we, and I say we, the collective we, because there's a table over there with Bella, Esmeralda, and Helen, who have been scraping off all of the toxic pieces of the pumpkin before going over to the seeding station. So this is an example of how we generously from Food Town have gotten some graders along from our warehouse, Big Reuse. We're grading, we're explaining, just a mindfulness about what we're doing. It makes a big difference. It'll go from here to the seeding station. We'll take out those seeds, as Christina said, rescue them, and then they'll get smashed. And of course, we'll be collecting them and bringing it to one of our two sites, which is under the Queensboro Bridge. Our second site is in Gowanus, where it'll get processed into compost that will end up probably back in this very plug space.
Yeah, great. That's it. Great. And I understand Councilmember Menon is involved in the
We would not be here without Councilmember Menon. So Councilmember Julie Menon of District 5 is the one who is supporting this event and the promotion of all of this, kind of making it possible for us to come together with all of these supplies and resources.
Great. And Anthony, what's Grin's involvement?
We're just trying to look for more connections. That's always what we're looking for. So we've been smashing pumpkins out here, officially or unofficially, for probably about 10 years. And now we've realized it's not just about composting them. It's about, it's not just about getting rid of them. We want to keep them here and feed the earth. I think you heard me say this before, but we're now progressing and evolving to where we should be really appreciating it as food first. Always food first. So what we've done this year is had a determination station. As soon as people come in, we're going to ask them if they're willing to donate their edible food for some food that's already prepared with them. So Beatrice has made some of the food with pumpkin, so it's a great return on something that would have otherwise been smashed and composted and returned to the earth, which is great, but still better if it goes into people's bellies first. You want to go on a little walk around?
Sure.
So in the meantime, keeping with the theme, anything coming from the earth is going to go back in the earth. We're attached a leaf pile here. These are coming from the trees right here. Brian from Manhattan Park was generous enough to let the leaves stay here for a little bit, and this seems to be one of the things that the kids really love the most, is breaking up the leaves and then playing in them. A lot of times kids are not allowed to do that anymore, so now we let them do that. We have not abandoned the smash altogether because there are a lot of mushy pumpkins, so we've kind of separated a bit to be not the highlights, but to still be here. So like I said, Roosevelt Island's done a really good job of understanding it's not garbage anymore, but now it's understanding it's food and the compost is the last resort. and it's worked out well. A lot of people have traded in a pumpkin for food, and someone's come up right behind them and wanted to take it home and cook it. So you'll see down here the Roosevelt Island Pumpkin Club, and I believe the Girl Scouts leader is Yao Ming. Last year she was on this tarp collecting to her own hazard pumpkin seeds while the pumpkins were flying. This year we got her a table so she's safer, and she's been scooping seeds with a bunch of friends all day long. So all of this stuff, again, otherwise would have been composted. It would have been just, turned back into the earth. But now it's a better use for it. Are you okay with being on camera? You are? Are you okay with being on camera? Let me come back to you.
Okay to interview you?
Yeah. So this is Yao Ming. This is. I'll give you a quick. This is what we were just speaking of. She is now collecting all the pumpkin seeds to be given back next week at hockey.
Saturday.
At the hockey.
Yes,
drop-off?
at the hockey.
As the pumpkin treats for eating.
Yes.
Yeah, to show us that we should value this as a food. So last year you did a great job of rescuing some. This year we're rescuing more. And it seems to me this is another one of those hands-on things that you wouldn't think a child would really be into necessarily, but this and the raking of the leaves are things these kids should be doing and want to be doing, and we should be allowing them to do.
They are very happy to.
Yeah, so here, let's put out.
You can see this station and these parents and the kids, they have all the hands on the pumpkin seeds.
So they're just scooping the seeds out of the pumpkins.
Yes.
And then what happens to the seeds?
And I will bring the seeds home and with the poggers, and we are going to wash. Then we are going to dry the seeds. And then we are putting into the small bags and then give back to the hockey compost. And then they can give away to the islanders.
Oh, that's great.
Yes.
Great job. Great job. Thank you.
Sure, of course.
Yeah.
Thank you, Yao Ming. Good job.
Okay, good.
And then of
And then
course, as always,
You're still doing the
we
smash.
got a smack. So this is the last resort, and that's okay because that's where we're at now with our smash, or I should say now the Great Pumpkin thing.
So are these going to the garden or?
No, these will go into the green bins. Big Reuse will come back and pick these up just like they do our kitchen scrap drop off. In fact, Lou will be here at 2:15 on the dot if you're to pick up whatever we have here, in addition to the hockey drop off, which is still going on today. I will tell you that in the past, I haven't been over here too much today. In the past, we have filled up every bit of 6 or 7 of these. I don't even see what, maybe one is still somewhere, and that's good news. That
Of course,
means
it's being turned into
it means
food.
people are eating it, have already traded it off, have already understood that this is the last resort, or it's still getting picked through. But that, to me, is surprisingly, it's pleasantly surprising, and that's a great thing because, again, it's going back into the earth. But if we can get it into people first, that's a lot better. So yeah, everything's pretty much under control. It was a little wild over here, but we had a lot of master composters with Big Reuse volunteers, and then the other station too, which I think is kind of genius, is like a cheese grater station. So like anything, it's got the weird, paint or glitter or wax or whatever, you scrape it off. These things otherwise would kind of have to be separated. And this seems to be a popular spot too. So.
Looks like fun.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you. Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you for the tour, Anthony, as always.